Hello everyone, welcome in. Happy Thursday. We are back with Harvest Moon SNES. So, I don't think we had quite finished summer. I don't think. But we're like towards the end of the month, I think. The season, I guess we should say. And then we'll be heading into fall. And right now we are working on trying to get enough hay harvested so that we can safely get a cow through winter. We'll see how we make out with that. Because we have 2 chickens now too. So we will see how we end up doing. Also, I think we've progressed Nina to being 2 hearts, I think. Let's see, and I don't remember what our crop situation was looking like, so I do remember killing that one corn plant by accident. That was pretty tragic. Just absolutely decimated it with the scythe by accident. We learned our lesson there. It's kind of tricky. I don't know. The A and B buttons get like really mixed up for me. So, I got caught in that trap. Threw one of our corn. I think we threw at least 1 tomato and an egg on the ground, so we haven't been doing great with produce retention. Good luck with the harvesting, Burmaraz. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. We'll do our best. All right, let's go check on our chickens. Probably should have checked on them before starting. Because the crops take a minute. Alright, got our little chicken that kind of looks like it has 3 eyes, which is kind of strange. It's kind of a little alien creature, honestly. Got our egg for the day. And then, let's see, today is... what day of the week? Friday. 10 o'clock. I think I should run and grab a flower. Try and run that to Nina. I feel like Monday through Fridays we should probably prioritize getting that to Nina. And then Saturdays and Sundays she's like up in the mountain and stuff, so I don't really feel like carrying a flower and like trying to hunt her down up there. So I feel like we just leave her to it on the weekends. But weekdays, we'll try and give her a gift, have a chat with her. I'm not sure if flowers are available in the winter. So we might have to do with some, I think there's like herbs or something in the caves. So we might have to just deal with those for giving her. It's funny, I think after marriage, she doesn't like flowers as much. I think it's like you don't want to give her flowers if you've already married her. Alright. That's funny, it gives you like a little infographic about when the shipper comes. Also, hello, Sedge. How are you? Thanks so much for the resub with Prime. 3 months. That's crazy. Welcome back to the Jam Fam. Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. Yeah, because we casually executed one of our crops yesterday. Or, not yesterday, but last time we played this. Because I accidentally switched to the scythe and just decimated our corn plant. Anyway, how you doing, Sedge? How you been? Whoop. Alright, got some more water. You're well. Nice. I'm doing well. I took the day off of work because I wasn't feeling great. So that was nice. I got to get some stuff done around the house as well, so figured I wasn't really up to doing a whole bunch of client calls and, I don't know, doing a bunch of hard thinking desk work, so just kind of opted to take it easy today. But as a result, feeling much better, which is nice. I had kind of a migraine yesterday, and Pickles was very concerned. She kept coming to get Errol to check on me. She was like, I think Mom's dead. You should probably check on her. You should probably see if she's good. I was like, I am good. I'm just trying to sleep, small friend. That did not stop her from kind of being an absolute terror this morning. Trying to wake me up at 5 in the morning. So I didn't super appreciate that sentiment from her. But that's okay. She's cute. We'll forgive her. I hate migraines, can't function at all. Yeah, they're kind of the worst. There's no like way of getting around it. They're just bad. And they kind of take up your whole day. That's really the worst bit. Like, at least if you have like a cold or something, you can kind of get away with doing other stuff, usually. But not the case with migraines. They are pretty terrible. Alright, let's see how much. So we have 74 pieces of grass. And we have... So 74, so there's 30 days in a season. So that would take care of the chickens for, like, autumn and winter. Or one chicken, I should say, for autumn and winter. So, let's see how many. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4.5 plots. So we get like 36 hay from these. Which probably, I don't know, we'll see where we are at the end of the season. If we have to wait to get a dairy cow, that's fine. I'd rather not have to pay the kind of overpriced feed that they have at the feed store. So, if we can avoid that, that would be nice. Fair again tomorrow. It does not show... Yeah, I always forget that I don't think it shows festivals. Granted, I don't think there's a ton of festivals in these games. It was pretty simple. Kind of baffled as to how you unlock cooking, too. I won't lie. I expected the gas to have turned on when we, kind of got our house upgraded, but apparently not the case. Alright. Hop over. Our tiny chick is still, like, three-eyed and kind of terrifying. I'm wondering if you can keep the cows inside, the same way you can kind of just keep the chickens inside. I'm not sure if they, like, want to be outside if the weather is nice. So, we might have to take that into account. What is the dog button? There it is. I don't know how we, increase our, relationship with our dog. I'm not sure if there's like a surefire way. I've been just picking him up, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that does anything. I guess I should say. It's a bit hard to plan ahead too because I know there's like a harvest festival. I think it's in the fall and we're supposed to like bring something to add to the soup, I think. And so I think for that we'll probably have to like save some plant and leave it like with its fruit on, basically, just one. But it's a little hard not having the calendar, so we like don't actually know when that is, which we might have to just kind of look that up. If it's like my dog, it's food and butt scratchies. Yeah, unfortunately we don't feed our dog, and it doesn't seem to allow us to do any scratching. So our poor dog is kind of neglected, I think. We leave him outside all the time. Just, he's having a rough time of it. I'm also not sure why that one didn't fruit. Maybe we didn't, maybe we like forgot to water that corner. I'm not sure if... It seems like, in general, plants are way more lucrative than animals. Animals are, like, a lot of work. Granted, having to water everything, like, 1 square at a time by hand is also pretty tedious. So, maybe they're worth more because they are, like, way harder to keep alive. But it kind of seems like, at least in this game, plants are the way to go. Like, being a horticulturalist instead of a rancher, kind of the way. I think in some of the later games, animals have, like, much better payoff. But the eggs, not that expensive. Whereas, like, tomatoes, they sell for, like, pretty good price. Not bad, at least. So I think, let's see, what do we have? We have 4 plots. I feel like 3 is a better set. You make a lot more money with 4, and it's certainly, like, fine to have 4. It's, like, fairly sustainable. But 3 would probably be easier going forward to manage. Like, 3 and then a whole bunch of grass, I think, is probably the way. Also not sure how much there is to do in winter. Maybe we just scavenge up on the mountain and, like, fish and stuff. Depends on if, like, winter crops are a thing. Let's see. Nope. Nope. You ready? Nope. Nobody's ready. None of the grass. Let's see. I don't really also know what the point of the rest of the areas are, truthfully. Like, I feel like we have a lot of empty space that we don't really need to do anything with, and because of the way they've set up, like, the stables and the barn and the coop, it's not super accessible to move animals over there, and it doesn't look like I feel like we tried this out before. It doesn't really look like you can, like, wall off much. Maybe just the, yeah, like, I don't think you can wall off the, any of the road, which is kind of rough. So it kind of just makes, like, the fencing situation pretty moot. Like, I don't want to move a cow manually from here into here. That's, like, way too far. I usually like my fences to be connected to my buildings. So I feel like if we get a cow, it's gonna be an indoor cow. I don't know if that's like a feedlot situation. Some animal welfare group is gonna be like, you can't do that, but I don't know. I don't want to move cows manually from that far out to the field. I don't know if you've ever tried to move livestock before, but if they don't want to move, you're struggling. And cows are not, like, generally super readily, easily moved, I guess we should say. Especially not, like, a big dairy cow. It's just gonna be like, no, I'm good. I'll stay wherever I want to stay. I don't need this. And I'll be like, well, I guess you are staying wherever you want to stay, friend. Alright, let's see. Are you done? Okay, you are done. Probably should have, next time, I'm sure this will all die, and then in the spring, we'll just plant everything at once. We'll just save ourselves the trouble of having to worry too much about it. I've been playing, Stardew recently, and I forgot how easy it is to, like, level up people's relationships super fast. Like, once you know what their, like, highest tier gift is, it's, like, trivially easy to get them up super quickly to, like, the marriage level. This game feels a lot more like, maybe, to be fair, maybe we just didn't talk to Nina for several days. It's hard to catch her if we have, like, morning chores. Oh yeah, I should probably go feed the chickens. Totally forgot about that. But, she was not progressing quickly. Oh my goodness, they're both adults. And there's no way to tell them apart. They're identical now. They don't even have names. I thought that was weird too. They, like, don't let you name them. They're just like, yeah, you have 2 chickens. Which I guess is pretty real to actual farming. You're not going to be naming your chickens generally. Maybe your roosters. But not your hens. But still kind of a bit odd, at least for the Harvest Moon franchise, when later it was like, yeah, of course you name every creature that you have. Of course, why wouldn't you name it? Though I guess in, like, later games that's, like, all the more crushing when animals, like, die, either from old age or, like, because they got sick or something, and you're like, I named this. It has a name, it was not just Chicken 1 and Chicken 2. I do kind of appreciate this man feels the struggle of watering by hand the same way that I feel it in real life. I appreciate the accuracy. There we go. Let's see if there's anything to see in the mountains. I don't think there's anything to see in town, so. The weeds are a bit annoying, I will say. Oop. Oh yeah, I can't figure out what this is. Don't eat. Like, I can't figure out what kind of fruit or plant this is meant to be emulating. Because it's a giant fruit growing in the mountains. And it's supposed to smell strongly, which at first, if it was yellow at all, I'd be like, oh, is this some, like, durian that we found? But no, that does not seem to be the case. Not at all. Fair weather again tomorrow. Latest funds. Okay, we're up over 10K, which is nice. Let's see. It is 26, so we have 4 more days. I don't know how much it is to upgrade the house second time. So that might be something we want to check. It's gonna be sunny again tomorrow. Not the worst thing. Alright, let's see. Chickens are so funny and so, like, alien in an actually very accurately chicken way. I like, can't put my finger on it, but the strange movements that they have feel very chicken-like. Very lifelike. Like, I can appreciate they just get really hyped up when you walk in, and then otherwise are like, yeah, whatever. Oop, drop the dog. Okay. Oop. Grab some tomatoes. Also, what day is it? It's Monday. 7 o'clock now. Okay, we will quickly do the harvesting, and then I think we'll try and get stuff to Nina again. Akka! Hello! It's a little scary how chickens are alive, but so automated they don't need every function of life running at all times. Yeah, the chickens are... I don't know, chickens are strange creatures anyway. Haunting, almost. They really are just like tiny dinosaurs, really. They kind of behave how I would imagine some strange tiny dinosaur to act. They're not worrying about much with their tiny chicken brains. To think they were once the top dog, yeah, exactly. You look at a chicken and you're like, I don't know. I don't know. But then you're like, well, we know what its ancestors were. And I don't know, it was doing a lot more than we expect out of chickens today. So, hey. Like, to be fair, chickens got us to domesticate them, you know? Like, I think chickens have us wrapped around their tiny chicken toes. So, who's really winning here, you know? Like, as not bright as they are, they've survived a while. Same could be said about cats. Well, cats are at least, like, I like to think that cats and humans have more of, like, a partnership. We're like, hey, cats, you know what are really bad for humans? Mice and rats. And cats are like, you know, I could be persuaded to hang around here if you have something worthy to offer. Chickens, it's like, sure, we get eggs. But they're also kind of tiny monsters. Also, they will kind of like just peck each other to death. They're kind of extremely cutthroat, and they're not generally known for like protecting each other. They're not good at that. No, I mean, Akka, you are a particular kind of rodent that is very joyful, and we are happy to have around. But, you know, there are some that maybe are not so joyful. Though to be fair, they did get a really bad rap with the bubonic plague. Everyone was like, it was those rats. And it was like, no, it was actually people spreading fleas. Like, the rats didn't really need to do anything. We were doing enough on our own. We were doing enough damage to ourselves. We didn't need to slander other species. Anyway, hope your Thursday's going well, though. We're just blowing through this season moving quickly. Kind of trying to see, I think what we'll probably do is we'll like see how much grass we get stored up until winter, and then maybe we'll get a cow in the winter. Unless we have like a bunch stored up, and then maybe we could do it like mid-fall. But we just have to make sure we have enough to last through the whole winter. Nice. Raining? We love to hear it. Honestly, this game is very simple. It doesn't have a lot going on. Like, there's not a whole lot of people to talk to. The time passes very quickly, so you can only do like a couple things in a day, generally. We weren't really sure what we were doing. We kind of over-indexed into plants, which is great because it's making us a bunch of money, but I think 3 beds is probably better than 4. Like, we have 4 going right now, and it is definitely a lot of work to water all of them and harvest all of them in a timely fashion. So, like, this is a harvest day. I don't know if we're gonna finish our harvest by the time we're supposed to, like, try and get in to town and, like, give something to Mina, because ideally we would go grab a flower from the mountain and do that. But I feel like on big harvest days, it's just, like, not possible. So, probably should have also, now that I thought about it, we probably should stagger our crops. Because harvesting multiple beds in a day is nice money-wise, but also, as you can tell, extremely tedious. So it doesn't give us a whole lot of time to, like, do other stuff. I've been leaving off the watering until, like, later. I don't know when it takes into account that you've watered. It seems to have been fine so far, but having to manually grab, like, all of these and ship them is kind of a lot of time. Even if I could accurately run stuff around with the sprint without doing anything wild, because I've mixed up our buttons a fair few times, and we have paid the price in produce lost to the floor, thrown on the ground and just dead. But I feel like even if I could move quicker and, like, more accurately, it would still be a challenge to get everywhere we need to go. I'm not sure if the horse will help. I like to think that it will, but I'm not actually sure. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to romance, like, multiple people. Like, I know you can technically do that. There's, like, a forever bachelor ending, I guess, that is, like, if you get all of the girls' hearts, like, all the way up, but you don't marry any of them, there's, like, a special ending for that. I don't know how you would do that, because just the amount of time it would take to, like, run into town with people's stuff, especially because you can only carry one item above your head at a time. So, like, it's not even like you can be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the mountains and, like, load up on all the flowers, and then I'm gonna go just give one flower to each girl. No. You cannot do that. It's not allowed. So, it's definitely... Oop, I guess that did not grab water. There we go. Definitely a weird one. it's hard to like get to know people. Maybe like winter is supposed to be your time to really like hardcore advance everyone's heart events and stuff. Because in theory, you're not growing anything, but during the growing season, tough. I think I read somewhere once that like I want to say it was like the Amish, like a closed primarily agricultural group. They used to group all of their weddings in the same month. Because there just wasn't time, basically. Like any other time of the year, there just wasn't time if it was during growing season to like celebrate a wedding. And it makes sense. I can feel that from Harvest Moon. Like, I feel like I don't have time to even talk to the girl we're supposed to be trying to romance, let alone if we're supposed to like get married. People are supposed to like join us and have a party. It's not happening. Alright, what's our ledger at right now? Okay, 11k. And what's our... Let's see what our grass... Because we've actually harvested a good amount of grass. $81 pieces. I feel like... Okay, let's say if we have 3 animals and we need to get through 1 season, that's 30 days, then we would need 90 pieces of feed. Which, I don't know if it's 1-to-1. In which case, we probably need, in the future, way more fields. Maybe we'll start, like, I don't know. It would be nice if these kind of went away. We, at first, dug all of these early before we really understood how long it took to grow plants. So I'm kind of regretting that choice a bit. Alright, let's see. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we are at least... we can avoid that. I think it'll be, like, Tuesday or Wednesday. It will be Wednesday. I think Nina should be at her house inside, so we can check her diary as well. We will feed our chickens, and then we will go up to the mountain, grab a flower, and then hopefully give that to Nina, chat to her, check her diary. A little bit bold of us to check it when she's like in the same room, but we'll do it anyway. We gotta know. We gotta know. There's only one way. Alright, let's see. Our tiny little gremlins, the farm gremlins. I don't even know if this increases your like bond with them. We're just picking them up for laughs and throwing them. Maybe they hate it. Maybe they're like, this strange creature comes in and torments us every day. That may be true. that might be true. Alright, these are all watered. Nothing needs to get harvested. I think the grass is all good. It is not ready, at least. I could have sworn... Okay, maybe I did go in the barn. For a second, I thought it was the stable, and I was like, stable is not a building that we can normally go in. Why is it letting me do this? I was very confused. It's also a bit of a shame that you can't fish, because the dude who has the fishing rod is not outside of his tent during rainy days. Because it's kind of like a rainy day would be the perfect day to go fishing, because you don't really have other responsibilities. But, alas. I mean, to be fair to him, he lives in a tent. He doesn't want to be, like, out and about. Oop. I almost threw that. Throwing it on the ground. still is so strange that she speaks in third person. I really do kind of wish... I'll have to like track down the original Japanese text and see if she actually refers to herself as just Nina. Or if she uses, you know, like normal I or something. Alright, we're at 3 hearts. I think max is 5. But I think there might be a heart event at 4. But max might be 4. I'll have to check. I'm hungry. Okay, well I can't get you any food, bud. You are supposed to pack a lunch for yourself. Friend. I guess we'll just go forage, because there's really nothing else much to do. I guess we could cut wood. I guess we could also chat with these people. I don't know what the house upgrade entails. Okay, we're gonna say yes, but we can only say no when they get there. Let's see how much it even is. The last time it was 5K. We probably don't want to do it this time anyway, because... I don't know, first of all, I don't even know how much wood we have. We did go on a bit of a tear. Yeah, we only have 242. That might be enough. But also, I feel like it's probably more. I feel like it was 250 for the first one. But maybe it was just 200. Come here, small bean. Yeah, so I guess we're just vibing. We don't really have much to do today. No fishing to be had. Already chatted to Nina. Not really anything to grow. Yep, only 2 eggs. They don't cost much. This man is so condescending. Like we are doing our best. We are busting ourselves trying to get stuff done. He's like, is this it? This is all you got? Like, we're trying. Sorry, we didn't even know how to farm before this. I think we were doing pretty okay. Just gonna say. Alright. Let's bed. I don't think the tomatoes are double season. I know that the corn is double season. But I think the tomatoes are like just summer. We'll see though. Hopefully they just die. If they're single season. This man is so angry right now. Like, we don't need to get so aggro. We don't want to do half-finished work. We can't start without enough materials. You'll see what you need on that sign there. So getting them is the first thing to do. Buy. Excuse me, sir? That is not the way to address your customer, okay? So rude. Alright. Necessary materials. Okay, it is 500. Whatever. It's fine. Let's see. We will harvest these and then go feed the tiny raptors. Tiny monsters. I guess they're not really raptors. Hawks and such. They're predators. Get that title. But the chickens. And then probably go talk to Nina, I guess. And then water. It's a shame they didn't tell us how much it cost. I'm gonna assume it's at least 10 to 15k. But we wouldn't have spent that anyway, simply because we need at least some capital to buy seeds. some fall seeds as we like reset all of our beds and stuff. This game is also pretty short. I think it only lasts like 2.5 years. And then it just ends. Like, you don't get to like keep playing. It's not one of those. You can't just play infinitely. Kind of nice in a way, like you get to reset and do something else. It's not really complicated enough to like warrant. Like, I think you would get bored. There's not that many crops. There's not that much you can actually feasibly do within a season, so cutting it off after only so many years, probably the way to go. I do like Nina, that's why I'm coming to see you every day, girl. Every day, every weekday. Making the long trek. Just also a little weird that we live, like, as the only person, like, to the east of town. Like, we don't have a neighbor. It's just us. What I liked about A Wonderful Life is your farm is, like, pretty centrally located. Like, you had to, like, go into town, but you had other folks on either side, so felt a little bit more realistic in that way. I'm gonna water the tomatoes just in case they are multi-season, but I feel like they are going to be dead tomorrow, which is fine. What we'll probably do is feed the chickens and then go into town and just quickly chat with Nina's family and like buy some seeds. We're only gonna do 2 beds though, 2 additional beds instead of the 3 that we have here of tomatoes. So if it's like pumpkins or something, whatever the main fall crop is, we will just get that, 2 of that. And then we might do some more grass seed, because we really don't have enough to sustain a cow. Also, Ergo, thanks so much for the hydrate. Hello, how is your Thursday going? I will grab that in a second. There we go, got some water. Kind of refreshing. It's a little toasty in here. It's not super hot today, but it is warm-ish. Let's see. Is any of this good? Okay, this one is. It's also, man, if you guys have friends who have pollen allergies, pray for them right now. It is apple pollen time in the orchard, and I am feeling it in a big way. I love apples, but I am very allergic to their pollen, and I do not enjoy having that pollen in my eye or on my face. It is not my favorite thing. Let's write in our diary to save for sure, though. Was our fireplace always going? Or just, I guess it's instantly cold. It's getting cooler every day. It'll be raining for the whole day tomorrow. Cool. That means we don't have to water. We will never complain about not watering. Alright. There we go. Tiny farm gremlins. Good morning. Feed them. As horrifying as it was to learn that if you give them extra feed, they will just eat it, that was like the most real chicken moment in these games. They would absolutely just take advantage and be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that. Do you leave extra food? Of course I'm gonna eat it. Why would I not? Alright, these all look dead. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say these are not fall plants. I thought the corn was multi-season, but apparently not. Actually, instead of wasting, well, we should probably do this anyway. These can be our 3 beds. We can leave that 4th one to just... I don't know if it'll die on its own, but we can figure it out. I guess if we really need to get our stamina back, we can always go to the onsen. Head over there, take a nice bath, vibe out. Alright, let's get Nina. Hopefully there's a flower still. Oop. There is not. I don't know if she likes mushrooms. Let's not eat. Let's try and we'll try and give this to Nina. She might be like, I hate this. So we might bomb our own hearts. I don't actually know if she's gonna like this. Nina, come here. Oh, she loves it. Great. The mountains this season are beautiful. There are many fruits and nuts too. Okay, so we're in hard foraging time. Good to know. Welcome. Oh, there are just no plants. You just can't plant in the fall. Okay, good thing we didn't buy a cow. We would have been in trouble. So, okay, in order to buy a cow, we have to, like, we might have to do some math. Think about what we will need. This looks a little dangerous. Well, I'm not gonna eat it, bro. It's fine. We might have to do some thinking about what our income is gonna look like. And how many... That means that we'll have to store up enough grass. Enough hay in spring and summer. Whoa. Did that mushroom, it just like grew again? Pretty wild. Guess we should also see, let's see, we had our scythe out. Nope, wrong button. Okay, that one's not ready. Okay, none of them are ready, because these two are ready at the same time. Let's see, do we have enough? We do have, let's see, we need 60 pieces of grass, we need 120. Alright, well, hopefully these keep growing. Otherwise, we may have to rely on buying feed. Hi, Saya, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. We are playing Harvest Moon SNES, the original one. It's been a journey. Yeah, it's been interesting. So, we're just learning a bit about what is and is not available to us. We just learned that I don't think we can plant anything in the fall, which we were not ready for. But yeah, all chilled and you? Good, good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. We're just hanging out. The autumn mountains are beautifully colored. The sky will be clear and blue tomorrow. Cool. Always nice. Fall is the king season. Though I wish you could plant stuff in this game. In real life fall, you can plant things. So, a little bit strange there. But that's fine. We'll let them be a little bit unrealistic. But yeah, good thing we didn't get a cow. We would have been in trouble. We would have been hemorrhaging, having to buy feed, which would have been pretty rough. As it is, we have enough feed for one chicken. Only one can make it. So, in theory, if the grass keeps growing, that'll be great. If it does not, kind of unfortunate. But we'll see how we get along. Looks like this is, we just forage, and that's how we, like, make money. We just run around collecting mushrooms. Mushrooms, and I guess fishing on nice days. Now that we've figured that out a little bit. It's funny though, I guess in my own garden I'm pretty lazy. I know some people are like really good about having like separate fall crops that they sow. That is never me. Like, I'm always the person that's like, I sow my seeds in like May, June, do some transplanting, and then I harvest in the fall, but I'm never like re-sowing or redoing beds in the fall. Should probably get better about that, because there's tons of stuff that I like miss because I'm like super busy and don't have a chance to actually grow. That would do well in the spring or in the fall. Or like, I have plans, like I really want to grow a bunch of flowers that you can only really do from bulbs. But I'm always like behind, basically. I always think about it like way too late. And then I'm like, oh, I probably should have taken advantage of this time to plant something that I would like to use the following season. Or like prep beds, I guess. What is this? Notice, slippery and dangerous. This road is temporarily closed today. To the top. I like how to the top is not capitalized. That's kind of wild. I guess, to be fair, as someone who has almost fallen off of a Japanese mountain because it was slippery, I can appreciate that they decided to close the trail. Because I was out hiking with a friend. I don't know why. I think we were like, there was some shrine that was like way up a little, I'm not going to call it a mountain, but it was a steep hill. And we were like, well, let's just climb up and see what's up there. And as we were coming down, it was very muddy. And my friend slipped and almost fell off like way down into a ravine. And I caught him, and I caught us both on an electric fence that we were very lucky was turned off, because that would have hurt a lot. And also, if you've ever touched an electric fence and grabbed somebody else, you can make like a daisy chain, and like the electricity can pass through you in a way that you don't want it to, like through your heart to get to the other person. So yeah, we were pretty lucky that the electric fence was off and we did not fall down into this ravine, because that would have been a real pain. And he probably would have been injured, to be honest. So we were a little muddy, but a little shaken. Sounds like fun. Yeah, it was a journey. it was a journey. I do not recommend, truthfully. Probably not the way to go about exploring another country. Probably should try and not get in situations like that. I guess the horse just doesn't eat either. Like, the stables have nowhere to put feed, so bit suspect there. You do have to feed horses in real life. Actually, when I was younger, I rode horses when I was a kid. And I grew up in an area that a lot of people had horses. And, I was like, there was this horse at this stable that I was, like, learning to ride at. And he was, like, an ex-racehorse. He had a really bad habit of, like, rushing people that went into his paddock. And, someone asked me to bring a bucket of beets down to him. I guess it was like one of his like supplements, I guess, that he was supposed to be eating. And I was probably like 12, maybe like 13 at the time. And I clearly remember like opening the gate to this paddock and then this like massive, I mean he was huge. He was like an ex-racehorse, he was a thoroughbred, so he was quite tall. And he just came like charging at me. And I didn't really know what to do, so I tried yelling at him, and he did not stop. And he was racing me, so I actually just hit him with a bucket of beets. And he was like real shook, and I was like, dude, did you have to do this? Also, hello, Brad. Thank you for the woe there, redeem. Didn't read, just redeemed. That's okay. We can walk. We're not really doing anything in fall. So, maybe we'll go fishing today. But otherwise, we're pretty much just vibing. Hope you're doing well, though. Do you want to fish? Yeah, let's do it. Thanks for your fishing rod, friend. I don't remember what the button for this is. I don't remember if you hit Y again. Oh, it is. Fish. Don't eat. I have a physics exam in 13 hours. That sounds very stressful. I'm rather stressed. I would be stressed too. Do you feel unprepared for it, or are you just stressed because tests are stressful? Because for one of those, we could probably remedy by doing some studying. The other is just emotional upset, I guess. Tests and whatnot? Okay. Well, I guess if you feel prepared, personally, I always felt like I didn't get much out of cramming. If I felt like I, pretty much knew the material, I don't feel like I gained much by trying to shove extra knowledge in my brain, so if that's the case, then I would suggest just vibing. I feel too prepared, actually. Cool. Then you're perfect. It's worrying? No, it'll be great. So just relax for the next 13 hours. Just hang out. Watch your favorite streamers or play a game. Play some Dwarf Romantic. Play something relaxing. Hang out. No reason to get, too worked up over it. I felt prepared for the math paper, but I ended up crying. Oh no! I feel like school is really stressful. And then you leave school and you realize it was not a big deal. Like, I guess if you want to get to grad school, where grades maybe matter a little bit more, it can be a little bit more of a thing. But in general, I mean, I don't know. Ideally, tests are just there to test if the teacher actually taught you what they're supposed to be teaching you. That's not what they do, but that's what they should be used for, truthfully. Or, in the case of something like the bar or medical boards and stuff, it should be like, hey, you're about to do a job that requires you to know stuff. Do you know stuff? You know? Also, hello, Ellen Dark. How are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome in. We are playing through Harvest Moon SNES. We're in fall now. We did not know that we could not grow things in fall, so we got a bit surprised by that. So we're just hanging out, vibing, seeing what we can do. Didn't actually check the time when Brad did that redeem, so I might start running now. Just because we are slow. We did pretty much that whole day without running. Alright. We got 2 chickens. We were thinking of getting a cow, but we're actually lucky that we didn't because I did not know that you could not expand your grass fields in the fall. So we would have been probably in debt trying to keep the cow alive through the winter. So. Still sick, but I just came from an IRL meeting with some friends, and I have a question that is strange. Oh. What kind of strange question? Let's see. It's Monday. Okay, let's go get our girl Nina a mushroom to give to her. Glad your meeting with friends went well, though. It's always nice to, like, meet up, hang out. Whoop. I almost pressed eat, and then that would have been pretty tragic. Don't know if we should be eating the mushrooms up here. At least not raw. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a mushroom that's only poisonous when it's mixed with wine. Like, if you ingest it otherwise, it's kind of a big shrug. Autumn to winter is an off-season for us because there's nothing to sell. Yeah, I noticed. I had no idea, girl. But yeah, there's some mushroom that I guess if you eat it, you're like generally fine. But if you consume wine with it, it's very fatal, which is pretty wild. There was a case in like, I want to say like the 70s or something that I think it was like 2 families were like on a picnic. It must have a dupe. It must be one of those that has a safe duplicate, and they like didn't ID it correctly, and both families ate the mushrooms and then had a bunch of wine with dinner, and a bunch of them died, which is crazy. It's wild to think that you could die like from mushroom poisoning in like the modern era. That feels like a very medieval fate, I guess. But you can. Alright, I will toss this mushroom in the bin. Oh, you don't need to worry about the venting thing. For me is more like I think it's fine to like ask for advice or whatever, or like want to weigh in. It's more like I feel like when people say don't vent, it's like when someone comes in and gives like really bad news and then no one can like do anything about it. Like if someone came in and was like, hey guys, I'm terminally ill and I found that out today. Like no one can really do anything about that, and then, you know, then you like change the whole mood and you're like, whoa. Also, thank you so much for the resub. Or for the normal sub. I can't tell from my thing. Anyway, welcome to the Jam Fam. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your jam jar. So let's say I have a friend who's happy with her boyfriend. Kind of boring, but still happy with it. She found out a few weeks ago about a streamer, calls him for a few hours every day for about 3 weeks. Can't judge since that's her life. I don't know, it feels so weird about parasocial relationships. I think In general, I think it's very possible to become friends with a streamer, but that has to be something that happens like one-on-one on the side. And I think, unfortunately, the way that streaming works, like if you guys think about it, right? Like I'm streaming right now and like y'all are watching me, but I also can make money off of you guys watching me, which creates a weird business situation, right? So I think it's good to be skeptical of both streamers who are too familiar with audience members, because I think there's something very real to be gained monetarily for them from that. It's not to say that like maybe she does have like a genuine friendship with this person that she happened to meet via a stream. That's also possible, but I also think it is sometimes good to be a little bit wary of people's reasonings for why they become friends, both with streamers and why streamers would become friends with viewers. I think we have to be a little bit... we just have to know that there is money on the line, that like some people are doing this for a business, and maybe, unfortunately, a business tactic to them is like being kind of manipulative with people's feelings, because obviously if you're friends with someone, you're probably more likely to support them. Not that I'm saying that that's necessarily what is going on, but like, yeah. Totally agree on just being friends, but clearly I saw the messages and it's not just friendly. Oh, it's like romantic in nature, which is a whole separate thing. Yeah, that's a little sketch. That's a little no good. I think people gotta communicate more. If you're not happy in your relationship, you probably need to talk to your partner about that. But yeah. Of course. Yeah, I'm happy to like give, you know, my way in for life advice. I've been on the planet for a hot minute. I've been a good friend. Sometimes I've been a bad friend to people. I've been in good relationships. I've been in bad relationships. So, yeah, I mean, the best you can do, obviously, it's someone else's life. You can't live their life for them. You can maybe counsel them that, like, this whole situation feels weird, or, hey, I noticed maybe you're having, you know, a feeling about your relationship. Maybe you gotta chat that out with your partner, but yeah. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to have conversations like that with people. I know. Streamers should be viewed as entertainers. Yeah, I think having a certain boundary level, I think it's healthier for both people, right? Again, not to say that you can't befriend someone. You can genuinely befriend someone, but that requires work on the off time with like both of you one-on-one. And unfortunately, because streamers make money off of people watching them, we do have to be a little bit wary. If people are overly friendly with their viewers, is there like a monetary reason behind that? I think it's sane to be a little bit skeptical of reasons. And I also think it's not super healthy for a viewer to think that they're a really good friend with a streamer unless they have some kind of like actual relationship with them, because, you know, that's not quite the case. Yeah. I think VTubers too, I mean, there's a problem even just in kind of the VTubing community that I think people have a really hard time differentiating between a business relationship between two VTubers and a friendship. You can have both. You can both be friends and basically be work partners, but I think a lot of people approach other people from a personal relationship when what they really want is a business relationship, and then it comes across kind of mercenary, right? People feel bad when they find out later, like, oh, this person they didn't want to see me at my, like, ugly cry moments. They wanted to, like, do a collab with me, which is fair. That's, like, a different thing, but it's important to kind of, I think, be upfront about what you are looking for with somebody, and, like, I don't know, just set expectations that way. Okay, these are all done. Nice to chill in small streams, though, since the dynamic is different. That's true. You do get a chance to actually talk to people in smaller streams. Obviously, in a larger stream, chat is schmoovin'. The entertainer is, like, doing their own thing. They often, like, don't have an opportunity to, like, chat or call out people. And again, I think it's fine to, like, enjoy that dynamic. It's more just a question of ensuring that you understand, like, where boundaries are, and that you have boundaries too. That, like, you understand what the actual nature of the relationship between y'all is. Because then that way people don't get hurt, you know, or don't get disappointed. There are a lot of streamers that I love to watch and I like being familiar with them in their chats, you know, like we get in and they say hi and it's like a nice time, but like we're not like friends, you know what I mean? Like we both fully understand that as it is. Yeah, I think it's fine to be concerned, Glow and Dark, about your friend and like want the best for her and want to make sure that she's not putting herself into like a weird situation, but you definitely shouldn't like over stressed about it. You can't affect other people's behavior even if you wish you could. So as long as she's like bodily and mentally safe and healthy, sometimes the only thing you can do is just like be there for someone. And then if you don't like someone's behavior, you can like give that counsel, but understand that you're just giving counsel, you know. It's kind of all you can do. I think there's a viewer streamer boundary that should be respected. It can evolve into friendship under very specific circumstances. Exactly. And like I get it. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who are very friendly with their viewers, either because they're just they're like a friendly person. They have an amiable personality. That's just how they are with other people, or because they understand that like, hey, like being likable, having people like you, having people be invested in you is like a good business move. It's just, it can get a little spooky, I think, if it gets too familiar, right? Like, I don't know. No one wants to have that awkward conversation of like, ooh, yeah, we weren't actually friends. Sorry. So, it's good to like make sure that everyone is on the same page. Okay, this does seem to still be growing, which is nice. We can't buy more in the fall, which is good to know, but I think that one will be done tomorrow. I guess we can clear this field. I don't know if it'll full clear in the winter or not. There we go. Alright, so at least our farm looks, I don't know, slightly less ugly maybe? Let's see, what's today's date? It is Tuesday. Alright. Let's give Nina a mushroom. I feel like she wouldn't like the poisonous ones. I have a feeling that she only likes the normal one because it's like edible, I think. But I think if we gave her the poisonous one, she would be like, ew. Get that away from me. As always, streamer is a job, and at the same time a hobby. Some people do it for the money, other people do it because they have a genuine interest in doing so, yeah. And like, neither is wrong. I think it's important to recognize that too. I think sometimes people are really harsh on, especially smaller streamers, for wanting it to be a business. I do think it's fair to be critical of a smaller streamer that is maybe using manipulative tactics to get money out of people in a kind of extorty kind of way, or an exploitative way. Again, if they're cultivating like parasocial relationships, I think that's fair to be critical of. But in general, like, it's fair to want to hustle and do it as a job if that's what they want to do. And it's also fair to just do it as a hobby if they genuinely like for me personally, this is not a job. This is not how I pay my bills, even remotely. I enjoy doing it because I like playing some single-player games that are not super fun to play on their own for me, because I normally played MMOs. I like the social nature of games, but I have a large backstock of games that I would like to play, and so streaming lets me kind of chat with people while I do it, which I enjoy doing. But yeah, personally for me, it is not my income source. And it is unlikely to ever be my income source. Truthfully. I work in a fairly lucrative industry, so it would be hard to match what I currently am able to make. But that's also why I like being able to do it, because I feel like I don't feel the hustle as much. I don't feel like I have to, you know, put things kind of behind a paywall. I'm happy to do it. Again, we shouldn't, you know, think badly of people who do that. That's a super sane thing to do, but it's kind of nice that I feel like I'm able to keep everything pretty free. Pick, you're upset? Girl, you don't have that long before dinner. You can calm down. It's okay. What MMOs do you enjoy? Pretty sure she loves Final Fantasy XIV just for Mahjong. So I was a long time WoW player and raider, until WoW did us all dirty by being terrible. I've played most MMOs. I've played Black Desert Online, I've played Terra, I've played Final Fantasy XIV, I've played WoW, I played RuneScape back in the day. Honestly, if you have an MMO that you are curious if I have played, you are welcome to put it in the chat and I can tell you yes or no. I've played a lot of things. Played a little bit of Lost Ark. I actually didn't get into Lost Ark a whole bunch. I might go back to it, but I just like wasn't feeling it at the time that it came out for it, like the EN release was. So, but yeah, currently, like, the only MMO that I am in currently is Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm not, like, playing super hard right now. I just, like, I have a house, I pop in to, like, make sure I'm logged in, but yeah. I know, Terra is shutting down. Terra had the best feeling combat. Like, I'll say that until I'm blue in the face. I thought Terra combat was so nice. I loved playing Terra. I thought the combat was so good. There were other stuff that maybe I didn't love about Terra, but I did enjoy that. But yeah, the population was even low when I played, I feel like, in Terra. My guild has a house. I personally don't have a house in Final Fantasy XIV. My guild has a house. And only a small house. My old WoW guild, like a bunch of guildies and I moved over to 14 together, and we all pooled our money and then like sat clicking signposts for days to get a house. So that's how I have a house. I do not have a personal house. I don't have that kind of money. But yeah, I really enjoyed MMOs. I unfortunately don't feel like I have time for them as much, and I'm super retired from things like raiding. I can't do that anymore. I'm really burnt out on that, so just casual play. Casual play with friends is the order of the day these days. I used to play Terra 5 to 7 years ago. I love the reactive gameplay. Yeah, it was good. I liked a lot of things about Terra. I actually liked a lot of things about BDO too. Black Desert Online. I did find the microtransactions to be pretty exploitative in BDO though. So that was kind of a turnoff. I do think, like, I think if you want to play, like, NPC life is pretty good in BDO. I did like that. But yeah, and honestly, I mean, it's kind of terrible of me, but the global channel for people failing their gear upgrades was pretty funny. Like, it was comical, but also super sad and kind of toxic at the same time. Especially when you could get fail stacks done with, like, microtransactions. So, anyway. My feelings about BDO. a bit too aggressive on trying to take my real money all the time. So I was like, you know, I'm not going to invest super hard into this. Beautiful game, though. And I did like some of the combat in BDO as well. It is very grindy, though. There's not much to, like, do after a point. Yeah, combat, it was not as good as Terra. 100%. Like, Terra had pretty crazy combat. It's not the worst combat I've ever seen in an MMO, though. So, it had that going for it. Terra at its prime was great. Then when it became, you can pay 20 bucks to make your character. Yeah, like, I feel like games have more and more recently become pretty plagued by the microtransaction grind. Oops, I don't want to give this poisonous mushroom to Nina. She will not appreciate it. They're trying to, like, figure out how to be free to play and engaging without being exploitative, and a lot of people have not figured that out yet. Yeah, that's around when I played it too, Saya. I feel like I came back later and tried playing it as well, but yeah, the endgame content lack was definitely rough. I mean, that was like the one reason why people played WoW for so long, is that as terrible as WoW is as a game, as terrible as Blizzard is as a company in a lot of ways, it was hard to beat, like, their PvP formula in a lot of ways, and it was hard to beat their endgame. There just weren't a lot of games that had great endgame solutions for people, so there were lots of games that had, like, really much better, like, leveling experiences and just, like, general life upgrades, but if there's not much for you to do at the end of the game, it's, like, hard to get people to stay. Well, that's right in our diary. It's so nice that this game makes you, like, at least prompts you to save every day. To be like, hey, you might want to try this out. Let's see, how much? 98 pieces? Really, we want like 120, I think. 98 might be okay from where we are now. Actually, it might not. We're probably still pretty early into the season. I think one of the best bits about playing MMOs is, like, the downtime, I guess, but you need more than just downtime. Too much downtime and then it's kind of boring. Alright, did all our chores in here. I feel like there's never enough time in the day. I guess maybe we should go check. I don't know how you get the horse in here. Might have to go check the dude who sells animals. The rancher bro. Okay, let me see if I can see her diary. I don't know how many points the mushrooms are worth. truthfully. So I'm not sure if they're worth, like, less than the flowers were. Yeah, we're still at 3 hearts. Alright, let's see. Oh god. Thought I had just pulled out my scythe and I was like, we're about to hit this girl with a scythe. Yeah, we made it to 3 hearts, which is nice. What do you want today? None of these. Okay, we don't want to do any of that. So we're gonna marry Nina. We did a poll on Twitter between all the girls, and we picked Nina, who is the florist's daughter. What is this? Oh. Let's do that. We just upgraded. This is unreal. I don't know, maybe I didn't need to be watering by hand. I need a minute. I think we've been watering by hand for like... Hold on. Let me just have a minute here. I think we've been watering by hand for like maybe a whole season. And we could have just gotten the sprinkler. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna think about it. We're just gonna move on. It's fine. I'm a little tilted right now, but it's okay. Rating in WoW was so awesome when you did 25-man. I actually preferred 10-man. I thought 10-man rating was so fun because 10-man, I felt like you couldn't make mistakes in 10-man. Like, I felt like in 25-man, you had enough battle reses that if someone died, it was, like, not a big deal. Or, like, less of a big deal. 10-man, I felt like I actually got to know the people I was raiding with really well, and I could, like, trust them to be, like, on point, which was my favorite thing about 10-man. 25 was fun in its own way, and, like, you know, 20 or whatever was fine, but I love 10-man raiding. That was my favorite. I guess while we're in town, we'll just talk to these people. Melee team for life. Yes. My mod Mighty T was on my raid team. Actually, most of my mods in here are actually old WoW guildies and former raiders. Errol and Salad Fingers were both raid leaders, and Chummy and Tip were DPS, and Mighty T was on the melee team with me. We were melee DPS buddies, so sometimes WoW is forever. Hopefully not the game, or some of the negative things to do with it, but the friendships can be long-lived. I think games, they don't require you to socialize as much. Like, back in the day, we didn't have, like, raid finders and stuff. You couldn't, like, automatically group up, which was terrible in its own way. Like, having to stand in a city and ask people to group with you, I don't think was a positive thing, but it did make it more, like, inherently social. So, there is that. But yeah, now most things are pretty, like, or like in like 14 now, it's kind of nice, but it's a little bit, I guess, sad in an isolationist way that you don't have to actually, like, group up to do dungeons anymore. You can just have, like, basically bots in there with you. So I guess on some level it makes it nice. I usually use the bots. I don't normally group up with people unless I, like, have a full, like, 5-stack or whatever, 4-stack on, but it's definitely less social. It's much more isolating. Alright, what's today's date? The 8th of fall, Friday. Funds are not bad considering we're making basically no money in autumn and winter. Yeah, look at these tiny gremlins. Look at them go. They're just wilding. Squawking. One time at this barn that I rode horses at, they had guinea hens. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Guinea hens are actually the most dinosaur-like creatures that exist, that are not reptiles. And they got into the feed room once, and they were exactly like that. They were, like, going absolutely wild, completely feral. They were like, excuse me. Excuse me, children. Please do not be here. Please. I think there must have been like 6 to 10 of them in there. It was a lot, and it was not a big room. And they were making an absolute mess. And being very loud. Because they like didn't want to be, they were like amped that there was food that they could get into, but then they also realized that they were trapped and they got like real freaked out at the same time. Also, congrats on getting 2 months of the thing where you can get subs. Affiliate, yes, thank you. It's funny because we hit affiliate so much faster than I thought, because like I said, I really am just doing this for a hobby. I don't have a lot of time to stream. Like, I'm not... Like, most of my friends who stream a good bit and are doing it, like, part hobby, part real job, I guess. They invest a lot more time into it. Which helps a lot, obviously, in your, like, ability to meet people and, like, get exposure and stuff. I'm just not around much. So I just didn't think we were gonna get affiliate that fast, because I don't stream that often. It's actually kind of hard to catch me. Only around for a few days a week. I don't do, like, I only do, like, 3 hours max, like 4. I could do 4, but I have a redeem for that, but it's not something I want to do, like, all the time. So, and I'm like, I guess the other thing, being a cozy streamer, I don't feel like people generally find it as engaging as playing something like Apex or Lost Ark, like something that people can, like, watch and be like, wow, you're good at this thing. So I'm glad that people find the stream relaxing. That was the goal initially, but I didn't think it was gonna have mass appeal, I should say. You're a very homely / comfy streamer. I hope to see some collabs sometime too. Yes, I want to do more collabs. I've been trying to think. I want to do another beginner Mahjong collab. I think I'm gonna do it in... It might be like mid to late June. It kind of depends on like what my schedule is kind of looking like in that time. Because we had a lot of people who were interested in the initial beginner Mahjong collab, and we just did not have enough room because I can only take 3 people at once pretty much. So I've kind of got a little list of people who had said that they were interested, so that is a collab I want to do. And then there's a couple games that I think would be fun to do collabs of as well. I don't remember if I checked these today. I feel like I did. I also like to play Sea of Thieves, which is pretty collabable. It's not super cozy though, so it's kind of a different vibe. I've also been thinking I might do some like late night Raz streams that are gonna be, normally we keep it very, very, very say-so. We try and be very family friendly, not that we're gonna be lewd or anything, but I might do some late night Raz streams that might be a later time slot. I might be having an alcoholic beverage. We might be playing some Mahjong with people and maybe having a bit more swearing going on the channel. Things like that. So Normally we try and keep it very, very chill because we do have some younger viewers who tune in. So we try and keep it, you know, sane for them. But we might do that at some point. Pretty sure if I participate, I'd be bodied. It could be very comforting and fun. You'd have no pity. No, it'll be... So, for the beginner collabs, it's meant to be a learning opportunity. But the late night streams... The late night streams would probably be everyone... I would love to do Mahjong streams, so I would probably get enough people that at least know the basics. They don't have to be great. It would just be like a goofy time, and then everyone would be in a voice chat together. And we'd be just chatting and, you know, being silly. But yeah, not like not say so. It's more just... We would maybe earn our PG-13 rating with the swearing. That would maybe be the only difference. I don't know what the birds mean in here. Sometimes we have this little cutscene where there are like birds outside our house, and I'm not sure if that's meant to like be telling me something or not. If it is, I'm like ignoring whatever the thing is that it's trying to tell me. But yeah, I won't be doing lewd stuff on here ever. In general, because I'm demisexual. I'm on the asexual spectrum, so that would be a bit weird for me, I think, personally. To be doing any like lewd tubing stuff, that would make me feel strange, I think. But we might earn our PG-13 rating with some drinking on stream, some beverages, and some mahjong with some folks, and maybe a bit more swearing. My auto mod was like, is this okay? Is this an okay term? I was like, yes, it is. Demisexual. Yes. So demisexual, it's on the asexuality spectrum. It's basically that you do not feel sexual attraction to someone who you don't have a bond to. And like a very it requires an emotional bond with someone before you would ever feel sexual attraction to them. It doesn't mean that you feel sexual attraction to people that you have an emotional bond to, per se, but that's like, it's an added requirement. I think a lot of people are probably demisexual and don't know about it, or have different, there's all sorts of different kind of asexuality spectrum labels. So I'm sure there are more people than necessarily, you know, think about it per se out there. It certainly like wasn't a term that was in use like when I was a kid, so. Also, Laddie, thank you so much for the hydrate. I will do that in a second. Just not botch this fishing. There we go. Oh, I think I botched. I was like just looking away. I was like, let me not botch the fishing. We sit here for so long. Let's see. Hello, Laddie. How is your Thursday going? I was like, what day of the week is it? And then I was like, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Okay. Good. We have not time traveled. Knowing what you want, hope to have someday is pretty difficult. It is. It is. It takes a long time to, like, figure out yourself and your feelings, so certainly not an easy thing to know. I wonder if our chickens are gonna slow down laying in winter, or if it's meant to be like animals are pretty productive in winter and crops are just non-existent. I don't actually know. I wonder what would happen if we ate it. I mean, I guess we could eat one for science. Maybe. Alright, we'll eat the next one, because I kind of want to know. Well, it's Friday for me. Well, happy Friday. Welcome to the end of the week. I hope your week went well. We're about to eat this poisonous mushroom. See what happens to us. It'd be tragic if we, like, passed out. Or if we died. That would be pretty rough. It looks a little dangerous. Let's eat it. Oh, I think we just had like a weird trip. Alright. I think I can be flirty when it doesn't mean anything to me whatsoever just to play, but at the same time, whenever it gets serious, I don't want to hurt anyone and I do nothing. Listen, relationships are complicated. It's tough. It's tough to figure things out. I would say, in general, demisexuality, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not flirty. But it does mean that, like, you can be really flirty, but you literally wouldn't feel attraction to somebody. Like, most people that you met or, like, saw, like, you could see someone who is, like, physically, like, they're, like, a pretty person or, like, a handsome person. Like, you could recognize that, but you would not feel, like, physically attracted to them in any way. Because you don't know them. And even people that you know, you would need, like, a certain level of knowing them. It went well. Gonna go to my boyfriend's place tomorrow. Probably take a week off streaming and stuff. Just staying at his place. That sounds great. That sounds super fun. I hope you have a good time. And enjoy the week off streaming. That's always nice to be able to take a break. Yeah, relationships are not easy. Interacting with other humans is actually very hard, shockingly. You would think after thousands of years of, like, being together, we would learn a better way, but turns out we just have to, like, talk to each other, and it's hard to talk to each other. It is a hard thing to do. Alright, get our eggs. I think it's weird because it's like eggs only come in one size, it looks like. They're just egg. Not large, not small, just egg. Only one brand of egg. Are these done? No. They're like a day away though, I think. What day is it today? Oh, it's Sunday. Okay. Truly think they're easy, but we all try hard to make it harder on ourselves. Yes. Relations feel weird these days with all the social media pressure and online dating. Yeah, I feel like it's unfortunate because I feel like I can't really speak to online dating because I met my husband in college, so I was pretty young. And we've been together for like over 10 years now. So I didn't really have to, and online dating wasn't really a thing as much when I was in college. It was like starting to come online, social media was starting to become a thing, but it's not the like monolith that it is now. So I feel bad because I have a lot of friends who deal with just like online dating and like having to meet people through apps and stuff. And it seems hard, and I can't really relate, which is tough because I would love to be able to like weigh in or give advice, but I don't really have pertinent advice on like how to navigate some of those things. It seems hard to gauge intent on some of those, you know, places. And I think social media is really toxic in how much it encourages us to pretend that our lives are perfect and like curate our lives in a way that's pretty disingenuous. How to fight with OBS again. I feel like half the time when I want to test a game for streaming, something will go wrong. After slapping OBS, it works now. Gonna go to sleep. Good night, laddie. Good night, good night. I hope you rest well. I hope you have a good time at your boyfriend's next week. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have a fight with OBS all the time. I have to test games. I do, like, lots of tests on games to make sure that they are gonna play nice, because OBS and I have a contentious relationship, I would say. Let's see, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock. We're not going to bed yet, bud. We are gonna continue picking these mushrooms. My man is out here trying to pretend like we're not gonna be, like, this is our only source of income, my dude. We are gonna be in the mountains picking mushrooms until we can't anymore. Should probably grab the axe now that I think about it. We should probably also just be harvesting wood. Let me grab that from the shed. Because we do not have to be doing any sort of watering. Okay, yep, let's do that. Grab the axe. Perfect. All set. What time is it now? Still 6 o'clock. I can't ever tell how much time it takes. It feels like the day passes very fast. But then sometimes it doesn't feel like the day is passing fast. So, who knows? Yeah, I don't know how to get... I guess we have to upgrade our axe. Kind of envy you a lot. I don't know if I live in some kind of reality TV, but most of my friends' relationships are very, like, suspect or something. I mean, I have a lot of friends who have some dysfunctional relationships, I would say. Not in a dangerous way, but they've had their own issues. I think actually for me, what helped me a lot is pretty soon after I graduated college, I moved to a new city, and in moving to a new city, I met a new group of friends. And one of those friends was a woman who's a little bit older than me, and she is actually polyamorous, and she actually taught me so much about, like, good communication in relationships. Because she has, like, very functional relationships. And it's actually been very helpful to talk to her because she does a lot of communicating. Having a husband and each of them having other partners. And so they're very good about being, like, open and honest with people. So it was good to have someone who had a very positive, very well, like, communicated relationship. So it was nice to have her as, like, someone that I could ask questions if I was like, what do you do? Because I think when you're a kid, I don't know, a lot of your relationships are going to be kind of dysfunctional because you're a kid. You don't really know what functional is or, like, how to make it functional. And when you're a kid, you're also pretty bad at communicating with people. You haven't had a lot of practice, you know? Here comes this year's Harvest Festival. Have you decided what to take to the festival? The festival is held at the public square tomorrow. It ends at 3 p.m., so don't be late. Okay, we're gonna bring a mushroom, because we don't have anything else. We got nothing. We only have the free forageable mushrooms. Harvest Festival's tomorrow. I'll stop work earlier and come to the public square at 3. If you have livestock, you should feed them before, and I'll bring something to put in the stew. Goodbye. I think that was meant to say, and bring something to put in the stew. Interesting. Interesting take. Yeah, bringing mushrooms to the festival, right? Classic. I mean, we could put the clearly hallucinogenic / poisonous mushroom in the stew, but I think we'll get in trouble for that. I think they'll find us out. When you're an adult, you're afraid of saying the wrong thing because it's not what you think, but how you say it. Yeah, you're expected to have a bit more tact as an adult. It just takes practice. You gotta just, you know, learn how to approach things, how to have hard conversations. Oh, that one's not ready. Oh, Both of those look like they should be done. I can never tell, I swear. The grass is always bamboozling me. I'm always hard bamboozled. We could bring a fish, I guess. Do we bring a fish or do we bring a mushroom for the stew? What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. New poll. What should we bring to the stew? Mushroom? I don't want to put the poisonous mushroom on here, but we could do that. Poisonous mushroom. Fish. There. There we go. Our poll is created. Feel free to weigh in. What should we bring to the Harvest Festival? Yeah, the festival might go off the rails. I have to leave you here. It's getting very late. Thanks for the talks. No, you didn't make me uncomfortable. If you made me uncomfortable, I would let you know. You will know. If I'm ever uncomfortable, I'll be like, hey guys, we need a minute. We gotta chill. But yes, I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Rest well. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you resubbing again to the Jam fam. But yeah, take it easy, and we'll catch you another time. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping, I feel like you guys are gonna want to put the poisonous mushroom in. Kind of hoping that is not the case, but we will do it if the cottagers have chosen that. We will do the dangerous mushroom. Maybe on a Mahjong match? Yes, exactly. Maybe we'll meet in Mahjong. Alright, let's fish. I don't know how much the fish are. I keep meaning to, like, check. And I never do. Fish. Don't eat. I'm not sure if, to be honest, Fishing Pole Man, he might be not out if we have to, like, he might not let us fish. So if that one wins, we may have to change tactics a bit. Okay, do we have more wood just, like, sitting around on our farm? I know we have this weird tree, which probably never going to get rid of. Might as well chop some wood. Because I don't think we need that other, house upgrade to get married. I feel like it's just for kids, but it might allow us to cook? I'm not sure, though. It might not, in which case, kind of all for moot anyway. Whoa, I just double jumped there. I love that this does not take stamina. Just wilding out over here. What time is it? We're not going to bed, bud. Not time yet. Let's chop a bit more wood. So I feel like we can stay out, like, pretty late. Might as well. I don't even know. I think it's like 6 wood per stump, something like that. We'll just go until we're, like, exhausted, I guess. Or until I don't feel like running further up the mountain. Okay. Let's not eat the mushroom. We're gonna run this back down to our house. Quickly see. Alright. Oh my goodness. Poisonous mushroom has won. Okay. We're going poisonous then. Alright, let's see. It is... We'll do the Harvest Festival and then I will feed Pick. Because she's kind of just napping right now, so I think we can get away with it. We might earn the ire of the whole town. We might also lose some Nina relationship points by poisoning everyone. Alright, let's do it. Let's feed our animals, then we'll go grab a mushroom. Grab our chickens. Gotten a little bit better about running with stuff in my hand and not instantly dropping it on the ground. Not an assassin's guild. Hey, you guys voted for it. I mean, I guess I did put forth the option. We survived though, it's not fatal. It just makes you like have a bit of a moment. You can eat it though. Because we did experiment. We did see if it was like really actually bad for you. And it's not. I don't think, yeah, not quite. What time is it? It's nice that we have the watch. Imagine if we like had not upgraded. It starts in the town square. Let me just grab the mushroom. I'm just wondering if we walk over there, if it's gonna like insta-start. Like if we'll time travel. Because sometimes the cutscenes like do that. They like suck you in. I knew it. Alright. Y'all, we're gonna get in trouble. It's yours to- oh, we have to taste test it first? That is not what I thought. Okay, well, with gratitude. Okay, we survived. Hey, delicious. There's Nina. Please eat this. Is that a frog? She just gave us a live frog and we just ate it. This is a nightmare. Yeah, we would love to try some pumpkin pie. Thank you. Dude, Nina is absolutely feral. I can't. Like, why do the other girls have normal stuff? And Nina gave us a frog. That's who we picked. It's an auto harvesting machine. Switch it on. Push. Whoops. Blew up in our face. Well. My goodness. I don't have a life. This man's like trash talking his poor daughter. Good day. Here are some rice balls made from 100% Star Shine rice. They are fresh and warm. Do you want some? I'll buy one. Okay. I don't know what that did. Aside from just burn. 200 gold. Otherwise, you will panic if you don't have feed to give the cows and chickens. Yes, we already kind of experienced that. Oh, there's a dance? Alright. Oh, can't get past that way, I guess. Even if you don't believe in God, it's good to keep gratitude in your mind. Sure. We can agree on that. Gratitude is good. Yes, I had juice and now I can see butterflies flying. Wasn't she like this last time? Our choice in wife is an interesting one. Okay, I think we go talk to him. Let's dance. I think we talked to everybody. Okay, we're gonna go get our girl Nina. Whoa. We got some moves here. I like the spin move. We got this like izzy dizzy spin situation going. Nice. Not a bad harvest festival. Well, we kind of tried to poison everyone. It didn't happen, but could have been close. Alright. So, I'm going to pause us here and pick some dinner. And then we'll be back in like, probably like 5 minutes or so. So feel free to get up, have a stretch, refresh your tea, get a snack, all that good stuff. And we will be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Pickles is fed. Let me just swap us over. There we go. What was it? Sunny tomorrow? I don't remember what date it is. Do not remember. Wednesday. Okay. A Nina day. We'll see. We'll check her diary again today because I think... Oh. Nina hasn't been back since she went to the mountain to find an herb. Please look for her. Okay, let's feed our chickens. This is gonna sound awful. Let's feed our chickens first, just so that in case this teleports us back like to nighttime, we haven't upset our chickens. We can do everything else after. We will feed them. But Nina is missing. She went to the mountains to find herbs, which I think... I'm fairly sure herbs only grow in the cave. So we will go up there and see if we can check that space first. There's our dog. Let's go find our wife. She's missing. Let's see. You would think all these people would have seen her, but maybe not. So this is the cave. Oh, what does this say? Oh, okay. I need a hammer. We gotta go back and get a hammer. We cannot break those without a hammer. Let's go quick. What? Let's do... We'll get rid of the scythe. We don't need that for now. Hammer. Run back. I'm coming, Nina. Hold on. It would be awkward if for some reason fall was like the one season that herbs just like didn't grow. I'd be like, okay, well, here's a mushroom. Hope that's cool with you. Okay. Oh god. Girl, are you good? She does not look good. Herb. A grass with a tiny little white flower. Okay. We'll get you one, girl. She was so close. She was so close. You're just there, bro. Thank you. Good. Mom will be better with this. Oh, okay. You don't seem okay, bro. Okay, good night. I guess saving her took all day. Well, I think that was the 4-heart event. I need to check. We might need to go check with the witch. The witch has the marriage book, I think. We can check our book too in the shed, but I don't think it said anything about marriage. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Go back in there. This chicken bamboozling me. Oh my god, he's giving me the runaround. Alright, some hay in there for you. There we go. So let me check quick. First I'll just swap out our hammer, because we don't need it. And then... Okay, yeah, there's nothing about marriage. To be fair, this is like some old farm, so who's to say the person that was here was married? Okay, I think that's the only one that's... I don't think this one's good yet, yeah. We'll go grab a mushroom for Nina. It should still be a weekday. And then we will check her diary and check on the witch and see... I don't remember what the, like, marriage protocol is. She's like fine. She's like not gonna acknowledge that we just had to go like find her in the mountains, just in a cave, collapsed. Found the diary, read. Okay, we're at 5 hearts, which I think is the max. Okay, we need the witch to tell us what to do. She will know. I think we have to wait for the peddler to come by. We'll chat with this lady though. Better read it. Alright. I thought she was gonna like give us a hot tip, but no. Marriage. Item for marriage proposal is a blue feather. When the good impression rate gets higher, check out the peddler on Sunday. You need to enlarge your house to get married to. I guess we also have to figure out where Nina is on Sundays, because I don't think we've ever successfully figured that out. Because I feel like we're gonna have to buy this thing from the peddler. And it's gonna be awkward if we have to hold it and then try and find her and we don't know where she is. So that might be a thing we gotta look up. Because unfortunately Nina is like not in the village on Sundays. I think she's up on the mountain. But I guess we could test with a fish. We can see if there's anything that's impassable or hard to get past without a tool. Because you can't swap to a tool while you're carrying something, as far as I'm aware. We're making this man sit out. We have his fishing rod hostage. It's like fine. It like knows that if it doesn't give us a fish, then we're just gonna be here forever, so it's like fine. Take 1 fish. Okay. So if we had to climb up the mountain, let's see. I think it's this way. We can do it. Imagine eating that fish just off the top, just throwing it. It would just hit the ground and then be like, that was 200 gold wasted or something, but it'd be a funny vibe. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anywhere else where she can, like, be up here. The only other thing is if she's in the cave, but I feel like that's too wild. Let's see, what day is today? Thursday? How much wood do we have? That's the other question. 314. Not bad. We need like 200 more to upgrade the house. I'm tempted to try and upgrade the house in winter. It's just we don't make a lot of money, so I don't want to like spend a ton and then have nothing to buy crops with. So that is a concern. also don't know if the normal mushrooms or the poisonous mushrooms are worth more. I feel like it should be the normal mushrooms as, like, has value, aside from making you kind of trip, but I don't know, maybe there's a market for the poisonous trippy mushrooms here. It is kind of relaxing in this season, though. Kind of nice. There's nothing to really do, so it can totally get boring, I guess. But it's not the end of the world. I do kind of wish they had kept at least some crops in the fall. And then just had us not do anything in winter, but maybe it's like too much time doing tedious tasks, they felt like. Ooh, I just sneezed. I was like, well, I don't think we need to sneeze into the mic. That's no good. Oh, he dodged me for a second there. I also don't know if we, it sounds bad to say, but I don't know if we have to, like, keep our, like, I don't know if our wife will have a relationship, like, degrade, if we, like, don't give her gifts after we're married. I'm not sure. So let's see, today's Friday. We have Saturday and then Sunday. Okay, let's see. I think she's supposed to be in the mountains. Like, at this time. So let's see if we can find her. I also think people kind of teleport around. I don't think they, I don't think that they, like, actively move between points. So if Nina's on the mountain on weekends, I think she's just gonna, like, be in the spot. Okay, she's not up here today. Let me just check the cave, I guess. That's the other place she could be. Yeah, I was gonna say, the rocks are not normally there. Interestingly enough. That was like a special cutscene moment that we were treated to. Yeah, it's not like later games where characters, like, path to where they're going. It's very much like they're just there, or they're not. Oh, it's Friday today. That's why she's not in the mountain. We'll check again tomorrow. She is in town today. I was like, huh, I could have sworn she was supposed to be up here on weekends. We'll go cut more wood. There we go. It's kind of weird how at night they just, like, cut the music. They're like, it's late. Go to bed. We're not gonna give you music to play with. Go to sleep, nighttime. Exactly, Miko. That's what it feels like. The game is like, yo, did you see the sunset? Because you should be in bed. And I'm like, I'm sorry. The day passed too quickly and we got stuff to do. And like a little nighttime music would be nice. We would appreciate it. Anyway, how's your Thursday going, Miko? How's your day been? Hope it has been well. We got through the Harvest Festival. Folks voted to put a poisonous mushroom in the soup, and then they made us eat it first. But nothing bad happened to us, so that was a positive. I know, it's just a controller pick. You gotta keep moving, though. You gotta keep moving. There you go. She got so freaked out by the controller on my desk. She was like, what is that? She walked by. She was like on her way to her spot. And then she looked over and was like, what is that? What is that? And I was like, girl, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's a controller. I know it's not up here very often. You did miss the Harvest Festival. There will be another one next year, so don't worry. It'll come back around. Cooking poisonous mushrooms make it not poisonous. Apparently, I was saying that there is that one poisonous mushroom that's not poisonous unless you drink wine with it, in which case it does kill you in real life, which is kind of a spooky thing. And otherwise not, you know, problematic thing. What was it? Oh, it's Saturday. Okay. We have to go look for Nina, our girl on the mountain. Yeah, the croissant is like the size of our head. Like literally all the food we eat is the size of our head. Oh, I also forgot to mention, at the Harvest Festival, our chosen wife asked us to eat a live frog, and we did it. So that was kind of traumatic. Like, I guess it was traumatic for everyone else because we put a poisonous mushroom in the soup. But we did that, which was kind of weird. And I felt like I didn't need to know that about ourselves, that we would eat a live frog. Anyway, so that was kind of concerning. She was like, hey, I got this for you. Do you want to try eating it? And I was like, I guess. I was like, is this a live frog? And it was jumping and we ate it, and the other girl served us like pumpkin pie and stuff, and Nina was like, mountain gremlin that she is, was like, I got you this frog. And we were like, okay. Thank you. That's very kind. So yeah, that was our Harvest Festival experience, really. Let's grab a mushroom. And then don't eat it. And then let's see if we can find Nina and carry it to her. But yeah, so that was a journey. That I didn't feel like we needed to have. I feel like we learned a lot about our potential wife in a way that I didn't necessarily want to know. I like how we're carrying something that's also edible, and then we just like shove a huge onigiri in our face. Okay, she's not up here. I don't know where this girl is. I thought she was supposed to be in the mountains. Nina, where you at, girl? I'm gonna need to carry this feather to you, which is why I'm concerned. Is she in the cave? Because that would be weird, but it's where we found her before. Oh, yep. Look at this girl. Hi, girl. I want to do garden forever. Well, you can. You're gonna be on our farm, and we're gonna need someone to do the crops. So, get ready. We also, so we got Nina to 5 hearts. So I think tomorrow is Sunday. I think we should be able to buy the blue feather we need from the peddler. And then we should be good to propose. So that's upcoming. We also had a cutscene where Nina, I think it was actually Anne's dad, came by and told us that Nina like went missing up on the mountains, and so we went to find her. She was like in the cave, collapsed. We had to break some rocks out of the way, and then we had to give her an herb, and then she was like, oh good, I'll get this to Mom, she's sick. And then she headed towards the exit and like collapsed again, and we were like, are you good? Or... And she kind of was just like, no, I'm fine. I'm just a little dizzy. And I was like, I don't feel like falling on the ground is fine, but live your best life, Nina. Do whatever you want to do. So, we're also keeping, this man is normally inside his tent by now, but we're keeping his rod hostage until we get a fish. Which we may never get a fish. We keep getting boots. What is this? And cans. Like, how much garbage can one tiny pond hold? That's the real question here today. Alright, the day of truth will be upon us. We're gonna sell this fish, and then we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna go to the peddler. Whoop. Okay. Yep. Write in the diary. Let me just check. Today is Sunday. Cool. I guess it doesn't actually matter what the weather is like, because we can't do any crops because it's fall. Oh yeah, our other chicken finally became an adult. It is no longer a strange, like, 3-eyed monster. So, we're getting, like, 100 gold in eggs a day, which is honestly a pretty paltry amount, but it seems like animals are kind of expensive for what they give you, generally. I think I had the scythe out. Okay. Cool. None of these are ready. Alright, moment of truth. I'm gonna... What time is it? 7 o'clock. Okay. Okay. We gotta get this blue feather. Blue feather of happiness. Happiness is different for each one, though. Right now, it's 1,000 gold. God bless you. Okay. I don't think we can go in here. So I think we go find Mina and then talk to her? I think? I think she's gonna be... Whoop. I don't know if she's in here or if she's at the top. She doesn't look like she's in here. Might be a little early in the day, I guess. It's kind of nice that it's not a physical item, so we don't, like, have to carry it around and have to give it to her within this day. I guess maybe that's not super reasonable for some of the girls. Oh, here she is. Do I give her this blue flower? Alright, I guess I gotta go talk to the witch. Because I have no idea what we do now. I thought we'd have to give her the feather. But it looks like no. Yeah. I didn't actually care if you were going to church, lady. Alright. I guess we can't check her book today. Let me talk to the peddler. So maybe we just sleep on it? Maybe we can't give it to them until, like, the next day? Or maybe it's just done. Maybe it's just you have someone at 5 parts? I don't know. Let's sleep. I guess we'll find out. Right? I mean, hey, we're always an advocate for sleep. No music, no sleep. Yeah, they're like, we can't even loop the music for you. Go to bed. Let's see, is there anything going on tomorrow? Okay. Cutscene? Nope. Alright. I don't know if I need to, like... Do I need to, like, go to her parents? Feels kind of weird. Let me make sure it's not, like, in my shed, I guess. As, like, a usable item. It is. Oh my god. Okay, what's today's date? It's Monday. Okay. So I think we will go find Nina. I was like, there has to be. We have to be able to give it to her because you can have all the girls at, like, equal hearts. So I was like, there's gotta be. Will you come to the mountain on Sunday? Before it gets dark, I'll be waiting for you there. Okay. Okay. You're being real weird, Nina, but sure. She's like, I can't answer you when it's sunny. What does that mean? Like, what do you mean you can't answer my marriage proposal if it's, are you a vampire? What is going on here? She got, like, way too into, I don't know, Twilight or something. Read some sort of novel. She's like, I don't remember, what's the heroine in Northanger Abbey who, like, reads too much and is, like, consumed by her fanciful stories, gothic horrors. Tragic. If we had known that was in our shed, I think we could have gotten her to marry us at that point. I guess we could technically just, like, just sell our eggs and, like, do nothing and let time pass. That might be what we do, because I'll check how much fodder we have. If we need fodder, maybe we'll do the fodder stuff, but I think we're good on fodder. So I think what we will do is we'll just, like, hang out here every day. Let's see, today's Monday. We will chill, and then we will maybe, well, maybe we'll run, like, mushrooms or something. That's fine. But that way we'll make the days go a little bit faster, because I think if we tried to do too much, it would take us a while. And I would honestly forget that we're supposed to be, like, trying to get Nina. We'll have the annual egg festival. The weather is very good, ladies and gentlemen. You are cordially invited to take part. Is this today? Or is this tomorrow? It's Egg Festival tomorrow. I'll stop work earlier. Come to the public square by 3. If you have livestock, you better feed them before the festival. Definitely pick up the shipping goods in the box if you put them in it. Hello, Sika. How are you? Welcome in. We are playing Harvest Moon SNES. And we're in autumn, which is like the slow season. Also, do we have to bring an egg to the egg festival? I don't know. I feel like no. So they didn't mention it, so I'm not going to. But we'll find out when we get there, I guess. So that's tomorrow, so that's what, today's Tuesday, that's on Wednesday. Is this ready? No. I guess we can give Nina another mushroom. See that? Hope it's been fun. It has been. Yeah, it's been good. We're slowly making our way through our first year. We finally got the blue feather. And we saw Nina's heart event. So we are trying to marry her. Apparently you can only propose to her on Sundays on the mountain. So trying to kind of speed run towards that. But otherwise it's been good. Hanging out. We didn't realize that there were no crops to be planted in autumn, so that was kind of a shock, but not bad. But yeah, we've just been doing a lot of mushroom foraging. We technically, I guess, poisoned the Harvest Festival stew with a poisonous mushroom, but we ate it and it was fine. So, and no one chastised us for bringing that, so didn't seem to be the worst thing in the world. Harvest Moon has always looked fun from what I've seen. I will say this game, the original, like the SNES game, is very simplistic, so I don't know that it's the best one to play, because it definitely can get boring, because there's just not a lot to do day to day. It's kind of relaxing in its simplicity, but it's not crazy. Oops. Did not mean to throw that on the ground. And then I would say if you like haven't played any Harvest Moons, personally, I liked Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life for GameCube the most. I have not played the N64 version, and I have not played Save the Homeland or Back to Nature, which are already also pretty well loved. But I've played most of the, like, more critically acclaimed ones, I would say. So I always vote for A Wonderful Life because I think it's a good game. This one I think is like good for a novelty, and if you really like Harvest Moon, it's like, oh, this is like nice to go back and play the original. But it is a bit boring. It's not the most engaging game. Yeah, and some of the newer ones, so like the newest one, Pioneers of Olive Town, is on Steam. So if you prefer to play on PC, a couple of the newer games. They also did a very much, one of the more beloved games was Friends of Mineral Town, and they did like basically a remake. It sounds like from some people who have played it, there is some additional content, but it's like basically the same cast of characters and stuff. So that one is also on Steam for PC. So they have a bit more going on, we'll say. Because this one is a bit simple. From what I've heard, didn't Harvest Moon change developers? So yeah, so basically they had like the original developer was Marvelous, and their publisher for the like international release for the EN English one was Natsume. Basically, Marvelous and Natsume had like a falling out at one point, and Natsume had like basically copyrighted the Harvest Moon brand name, because that's obviously not the name that it is in Japanese. So there's a point after which Harvest Moon, like, the weird thing was Natsume continued, they like used a different developer and like tried to make their own games under the Harvest Moon name, whereas the previous developer, Marvelous, had to like go and get a new name abroad for it, so they called it Story of Seasons. So the Story of Seasons games are the same developer, I guess I would say. Whereas after a point, it's like after 2013 or 2014, if you see Harvest Moon games, it's technically like not the same people making it. Alright. Oh, we have to race over here? I'm worried. I don't know if we're up for a race. Okay. I got that. I was trying to talk to Nina. Seed of the rare flower. I won't be beaten by those young kids. Alright. Little kids need handicap. Sure. Okay, I don't know how to do this, so we might not win this prize. The annual egg searching game in autumn. The rule is simple. The first person that finds the same colored egg as the one I show wins the game. May I begin now? I guess. First one is this. Are we allowed to leave? Oh, we are. Oh, jeez. Not this. Okay. Oh, goodness. Can we, are we definitely going to win? Oh, that had nothing in it? Goodness. Oof. Bingo, you're correct. Next is this one. Oh god, I have to go back. Which one is it? Blue? Okay. Okay, not that one. I don't know if we're gonna win this. Oh, we got this one. We got this one. Oh, I gotta go around. Oh. Beep. Time is up. Next egg. Oh, did we not get that one? Okay, so that one's down here, I think. The pink one. I knew where that one was. Okay. That one is up this way, right? This is like a challenge. I don't know if we're meant to win this. Stardew is like, they like give it to you. Next is this one. Ooh, we haven't found that one. Maybe it's down here? Oh, we can leap. Okay, nope. Okay, we found that one. Is there another one in here? Nope. I'm trying to think, is there like anywhere else that we haven't? Oh, there's one there. That was like tough. You had to like know where all those were. The livestock dealer. We got bodied. That was not close. We only got 2 points. Alright. Now everybody, let's do our best this year too. Okay, can we... Okay. We look kind of sad there. I don't know if that was intended or what the jam was. The egg search was wild. There was like false chests. And you had to like get the correct egg within the time limit and like bring it back to him, and one of them like expired when we were like next to him. Insane. It was cutthroat. Stardew, they let you win. I like don't know if it's, I mean it's possible to not win, I'm sure. But like, this game pulls no punches. It's like, oh, you didn't win. The livestock dealer won. Get got. I wonder for next year's if it's going to be the same places or if it's going to be randomized, which would be crazy. We also, I was extremely tilted earlier. We had been watering plants by hand, which was extremely tedious, and just like a huge pain. And it turns out that the tool dealer had like a sprinkler, and I don't know how long he'd had it for, and that was pretty brutal. Because we could have had a sprinkler and cut our watering time in like at least in half, if not more. And we were like, it was taking up most of our day to water our like 4 beds of plants. So that was not great. Not the best thing to happen to us. What's today's date? Thursday? Okay. We'll give Nina another mushroom. Actually, she's already at full hearts. We could probably just use the mushroom. Or I think fish are worth more. This also took me like an embarrassingly long time to figure out that you had to be on this platform to fish. I kept trying to like go around and fish by that opening, and it was like, no. You have to sit on the platform next to him and fish from it. So that was brutal in its own way. This is kind of the only income available to us, is fishing and foraging mushrooms. And I feel like the foraging mushrooms is gonna dry up, And I don't know if there's any foraging to be had in the winter. So... I think we'll probably... Today we'll probably go until we... propose to Nina. Hopefully. And then we'll... Then maybe we'll finish after that point. I don't think it's the end of the world if we just sleep early. Just time travel a bit. We might time travel through these next couple days and just move. Schmove. Because all we have to do really is just like check on our chickens and cut hay if we've got it. We technically have more than enough hay for this season, so we could think about getting a cow. It might become a little bit... I don't actually know if we have enough for a cow. Maybe we do at this point. We've kind of made a huge surplus. Oops. Okay. Those are both done. The one nice thing about this game is you can, like, just kind of time travel. Like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty sure we can just go to bed. Because I did that once. And it was like, yeah. That's fine. Go next. Go next day. Okay. Let me just check. Okay. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. We'll have to hunt down Nina in the mountains. It's Saturday. So we will feed our chickens, check our grass, sleep one more time, and then try and find Nina. I also learned that contrary to many farming sim games, if you give the chickens extra feed, they'll just eat all of it. They're like real chickens. They don't care. They're not gonna save it. Because most of the games you can like stock up and they won't eat it. You can just be like, oh, I'll give them like a couple days worth. In fact, some games you have to do that because you're like trapped in your house in bad weather. But no, these chickens are hardcore. They will eat whatever is in front of them. Okay. Sleeping one more time. Then we will feed our chickens. And go find Nina in the mountains. We just have to be there before dark, she said. I don't know if it's an automatic cutscene or if we have to like actively find her and try and like give her the feather. So we might skip the grass. I don't know, we'll see what time it is. Also, I have no idea if picking up the chickens does anything for them. I just feel like it brings us closer. So, I've just been throwing them every morning. They seem to like it. They don't seem too bothered by it. So. Okay. Can't even cut the grass anyway. Alright, let's find Nina. There we go. It's like lifting up a baby brain. Exactly. They seem to enjoy it. They seem to be about it. So... can't be too bad. Okay, let me check in the cave. Sometimes she's in the cave, because she's weird. We picked kind of a weird one for our wife. She is the florist's daughter, so she should know how to garden, which is good because you make most of your money from plants. And she's not the hard mode wife. Eve is the hard mode wife. Eve is like one of the few that is actually like kind of hard to keep happy after marriage, I believe. I think Nina's pretty chill in general. Okay. Talk to her here. Oh, okay. She's cool. Okay. The wedding. Wow. We did it. We married Nina. Even the birds love it. They're so excited for us. Even the birds came to our wedding. Sunday, the 24th of fall, we got married today. Hooray! Oh my goodness. Look at our wife. Good morning, darling. Such an anime move. Be happy together from now on. I always cry at a wedding. We're doing great. We are thriving. That was so romantic. It was so rough that we like proposed to her and she was like, find me a week from now in the mountains. I was like, okay. I guess we will. Our wife that made us eat a live frog. She's actually just a gremlin, as we've found out. Every holiday, she's always like drinking juice and getting like a sugar rush from it. But hey, she's ours, so we love her. Sounds like me. She's pretty funny. She's like, yeah, juice. The juice seems to be strong in this game. I don't know. Suspect. Very suspect. It's a interesting take. I also wonder if she has a diary in our house. I meant to check that. Because I think you can check their relationship level. Oh yeah, I meant to check if the stove works. Did she fix the stove? I just don't have access to it. The main tap of gas is off. Well, how do I fix that? Everything is off. Okay. Alright. Alright, well I won't do that yet. The bed looks cramped for two people. Yeah. This is the upgraded house, too. This is not the starter house. This is the house that lets you get married in the first place. So imagine what it looked like before. I guess it's like fall, we're going into winter, maybe we won't mind being cramped because we'll like share body heat or something. Maybe it'll be cold and we'll be like happy about it. Our wood stove is like, or our fireplace is definitely roaring though, so I feel like we shouldn't need it. I do appreciate that all of our food, we don't make any of this. It's just on us. It's not even like in our inventory, we just passively have it. It's my favorite tune in the whole game though. Song of the Mountain. Vibing. There's a lot of trash in this pond. I gotta say. A whole lot. Like, there are fish too, but a lot of trash. For what should be just a mountain pond, with no one interacting with it. Oh. Well, we tried. We tried to get the fish in. What time does he come? Like 5? Yeah. I could be scolded if I went home late. She better not. Sometimes you gotta be out late. Alright, are you... Oh. Did she give us that croissant? Or did we just happen to have it? Alright. I guess we both fit. It looked like a tight fit, but not the end of the world. Alright. I think this is probably where we'll end for the day, because it's like just past 9 now. We got a good save in, we married Nina, doing well. So let me swap over, let me like turn off this desktop audio. Let's go to I think this one. Yeah, I have my schedule up. Let me... I think I just hit exit on here. Okay, cool. So that was super productive today. We got almost... Well, we got like all the way, the rest of the way through summer and a good way into fall, and ended up fully marrying Nina. We did 2 events. We did the Harvest Festival and the Egg Festival. Not sure if we're gonna get a cow. We might do one. We have to check our fodder supply and then like have a think about it. But otherwise, so we're gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing Dwarf Romantic and then like reading some poetry for like a special 150 follower celebration. So that'll be fun, very relaxing, very chill. And then Sunday we'll be back. We're gonna be playing Story of Seasons Pioneers, which is actually the most recent Harvest Moon game. So kind of a nice chance to see both games essentially, like the oldest one and the newest one. But thank you so much for coming by tonight, guys. I had a super fun time. We got a ton done. It was great. We are gonna go raid Ergo, who is doing some live 2D rigging, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for our Dwarf Romantic and poetry reading. So let's go raid Ergo.